Can you make a noise in a room?
Fuck!
For fireworks?
In the grounds. The night started off as any other ordinary night with Ghost Theory, not getting in locations.
That is properly bored, isn't it? Oh, this is cosy. Ow. Doesn't look like the most open place we've ever been. So we went off to a place that we know for a fact is open, or at least that's what we thought. As soon as we get there, we find out, at least within the last few days, a big fence has gone up around it. Yeah, because this wasn't there before, look.
Yeah.
This is brand new.
Yeah.
This was like the place that we knew we were going to be able to do. Just stand on my balls and get up. I said no, the other one.
Oh.
That one's the bigger one.
There are no entrances there. There's no way in there.
Elliot just said he thinks he can see a way in. It just shows you never give up. Fucking pigeons in there. Oh, you bastard. Are you recording on everything?
Yeah.
I'm recording on that, I'm recording this, you're recording that.
Absolutely recording on this.
Good.
This place is supposedly very terrifying. We're just going to go straight in, have a look.
Yes. Yes, we are. You go the wrong way.
We're Ghost Theory, by the way.
Yeah.
Be careful of the shrub.
Thanks.
What is that? Instant creepy vibes. There's a dead bird hanging from a hook. Like mostly bones now. There's a pigeon.
I was going to say I heard something then. There's a pigeon, isn't there?
There's a pigeon. Mr. Pigeon!
The pigeon attacked me earlier.
Don't attack us!
He already did.
Oh, you off. Oh. It stinks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need something to stand on, I think.
The floor? You just lift your leg over and sort of straddle it like a pony.
Oh, fuck me. There's no easy escape if shit happens, isn't there?
Well, not for you. How big is the drop? Fucking. So you just disappeared out of frame entirely. There's a well on the other side. Just still falling.
If this is the dead end, I am actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to check first?
Take this.
It looks like it goes in the house.
There are loads of pigeons there. Yeah, it goes in.
Okay.
Oh. They're getting a bit jiggy.
I'm going to try and go this sort of leg up. Ladies. Very flexible, but very heavy equally. It's sort of. This doesn't help, does it?
We need to close that door so that those pigeons don't fly through.
Hopefully we can find something that's lean so we can
There's
get
another
out.
door next to them though, so there's a pigeon missing. Let's try this way. Oh, there he is. You did.
Oh man.
Oh.
Ugh. Wow.
So when we entered the house through the kitchen into the corridor, there was a bit of a sinister feel. The house was like a maze, and it did feel like there wasn't an easy way out. The front door was barred as well, so the only way out was that window that we came in on.
The vibe from this place was like the sort of typical haunted house kind of place. We've been told that it's haunted by quite a few explorers who've been there, and you can kind of feel it in the air. I don't know if it sort of gets to the point after all the years of investigating, you can kind of sense when something is a bit off, but it definitely had a paranormal vibe about it. It's not actually that easy.
That'll do.
First thing is ever, let's look. Fuck, it absolutely stinks.
Oh. Why do I have to find the basement first? We'll go down there later.
There's not much air in here, is there?
No. Oh, wow. That's very 60s.
There's a pigeon in here as well.
It's just trying to get warm.
This floor as well. My God, this is just like not the best place we've ever been.
Not the worst either.
Well, no, I've been to your place. It's not so horrible in here. I swear I just saw a shadow then.
Really?
Yeah. Hello? Especially thinking the fact that this was open.
Oh, shit. What was that? Must have just been the door.
That's locked.
That's the door back into where the pigeons are.
Yeah.
Is this just a
What the
dead-end
fuck?
room? Well, that's the basement again.
No.
What?
And yes. Did you look to the left?
I look to the right.
Because if you look to the left, that's where the stairs are. So that door there is where you looked through and said there was a basement, yeah?
Yes. Let me have a look. Yes.
Yeah, that's where we came in.
Yeah. Shit, listen. Do you hear those rumbles?
Yeah.
There's a rumble.
Yeah.
Hello? We're calling out to any spirits. Are you here? Are you listening to us? There's something very off about this.
Yeah.
There's footsteps. Moved away from me. Oh my God. I've never... Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was up here. Oh my God, there's stairs everywhere. This is like the burrow from Harry Potter.
How good are these stairs? Or how not good are these stairs?
Because there's another floor.
Well, yeah, I assume that's where the stairs went. The fuck? This house is like a maze.
Yeah.
Where can that even possibly go that we haven't just been? Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that room there.
Is that?
Yeah, it sounds like people keep walking.
Yeah.
Pigeons. Fuck.
Got to think it's pigeons for now.
I don't know where to go. Let's look up here. Doesn't feel good, does it?
That was just a piece of wood I think I hit with my foot.
What the fuck? There's like 2 doors stapled to the wall. This doesn't feel safe. If you could feel these floors underneath.
What the hell is that all about?
What?
The doors.
I don't know.
You get a sense that someone really is here.
Yeah, I feel really sketched out, but like for no reason. I think it's like how much of a maze this is. It goes through here to another room as well.
What?
Did you not just hear glass? Is it you?
That was the wire.
Oh right, okay, so this comes up above where we just were.
Okay.
And then there's another just random room.
Very cool place. It's massive.
It's different. There's another door there. Where's that?
Shit.
Yeah, I heard that.
What I just heard. It sounded like someone's got a phone on like a wooden table and it's vibrating.
That's got to just be a cupboard. Oh, there is lots of shit there.
There is. I think I just had a phone notification.
I just don't even know what I'm hearing.
Just the cupboard.
Should we go down? Just make sure we are alone. This feels proper dodgy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Right, so that's the front door then. Okay, I know where I am now.
Does that not really go anywhere then? Is that back down?
Back down to where we were with the pigeons in that room. Okay, let's start in here. I'll get some gear out and I'll get some gear across the corridors, especially around here.
Yeah. I forgot that was even there.
Yeah.
We need to go up there too.
Okay.
Oh God. What a place. So this is essentially just the loft.
Yeah.
The sketchy feeling loft. Okay. I can't even stand up here, so I just wanted to make sure there's nothing here. No one here.
Let's go down that
Yeah, this is
middle.
horrible. I can't stand up.
Fuck.
We noticed on the side of the stairs were 2 bells, and I don't mean us. You can see that they're on the side. I suppose it was the doorbell. And Elliot earlier on heard a phone notification as a bell. So I thought maybe it's a good idea to just leave the new locked off camera or the new Osmo camera on top of the stairs pointing in at us, and you can see the bells there too. Again, not just us, but the actual bells on the stairs. And if the bell ever goes off, hopefully we'll be able to record it.
Will that pick this up as well?
I don't know, it depends how heavy it is.
In frame?
That'll pick loads up. It's really wide.
Okay.
Knock.
I heard that.
That was to my left, downstairs. That was a very distinctive knock. can hear someone walk around in high heels.
Oh, do you know, I think I heard a woman earlier, like, a few times as well. We're calling out to any spirits who remain here or visit this place. We come with respect and we mean you no harm.
That might have been where I just zoomed in.
Oh, okay.
Can you take the camera away from your face?
Was that you setting off the bell?
We'll introduce ourselves and get a proper...
My name's Elliot.
My name isn't.
And we're here visiting this beautiful property to talk to you.
What?
There's a...
What the fuck was that?
Thank you, if that was you. Can you make a noise for us? That's one of the best ways of communicating.
Can you ring the bell again? If that was you that rang the bell. There's a bell on the stairs, and there's a bell in front of me. But if you could ring the one that's on the stairs... I feel like that's the sort of thing that only happens when you're not asking.
Yeah. Let's go through that room.
But I keep wondering if like a moth flew into it or something. Neither of us are really looking, were we?
I didn't notice because if you see the footage, I was putting it down in front of me, so I wasn't even looking at the lights, but the lights were going off constant. We didn't know that until we looked back at the footage. Okay.
Can you, if you can hear us, because first of all, we're trying to establish if there's actually someone here. Did that go off? It's going off.
It's going off.
If there's someone here that can hear us, can you please make a noise for us? Do something quite distinctive so that we know that you're here. Then maybe we can have a conversation with you. Can you make a noise in a room?
Fuck!
Fuck's sake, I was just pointing there as well. Fuck was that?
You go first, because if you die, I know it's not a good idea.
I was just pointing at that as well. That's so annoying.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know, but... Well, you're on that.
I don't know if I was quite back here.
Can you make a noise in a room?
Fuck!
Can you make a noise in a room?
Fuck!
Can you make a noise in a room?
Fuck!
I can't see shit. I'm going to take this up a bit because I can't move.
That was loud.
That was so annoying because I just had my camera facing at that.
Yeah. There was a massive noise, a massive bang that we hadn't heard before, and it so happens to be when we're starting to cool out, and it was down the corridor where these two end rooms just are situated in a really weird layout.
This bit was quite frustrating because I was pointing my camera down the corridor that you can hear this noise come from. It's one of those typical things where you don't know where the noise is going to come from, so you can't constantly be pointing in the correct direction. You can hear it come from quite sort of far behind us, so it had to have come from one of the two rooms that corridor splits off into. So we decided to go into the left room first and investigate and see if anything else can happen in there. I can't see.
Okay, hang on.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that's so annoying, isn't it, when you just don't know where it's going to come from. It's impossible to know what that even was. Okay, well, we've come into what I was going to say. I don't even know if I finished my sentence. Was, can you make a noise in the room where you want us to go so we can have a conversation?
Was it this room or that room?
I don't know, because I just heard it like right behind me.
I heard it almost right in the middle of the corridor.
Yeah.
That was loud. Okay, quiet, sorry. What was that?
What was that?
Was it in...
Was it this room you wanted us to come in? Can we have a conversation in here?
Can you do that noise again? That would be most appreciated. There's loads of things. We can never...
Yeah, I know. This is amazing.
I love this place. Are you happy where you are?
My phone might end up setting this off now I've got it on like this.
It's not yet, so...
We're just here to have a conversation. We just want to know if you're here, first of all. Whoever you are. If you can hear us, then that's who we're talking to. Was it the other room? I don't know if I even finished my sentence in the last...
Are you happy that we're here? Voices. Voices. But, like, people outside. Voices.
Try the other room. We eventually decided it's time to go into the other room, the bigger room. I put the camera again locked off on top of the curtains so you can see a full view of the both of us. And then I guess it has to be people. Watch until the end of the video to decide. But at this point, I believe it's people. But then when you hear what happens later on, maybe not. I'm not sure.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the room where those noises were happening. I've put a sound motion detector on here because I can just look through and see if anything's happening through here. I've also put one in the room opposite us in case anything happens. And through the corridor, I have, next to the K2, I've put the REM pod as well. So we are pretty set up here, and I'm going to do an experiment in a minute. But let's
so I've just put the Osmo camera up on the railings to get a full view of us in the room.
Thank you so much for everything you've been doing tonight.
That sounded like someone just spoke.
Can you make a noise for us?
Why am I hearing loads of stuff? Do you hear it? Out there? Do you know, I do have another camera if we want to do another locked off out there.
Can you hear us?
There's a click in this room. get back in there to get to our stuff. I'm picking up my stuff. Shit. I didn't move and then went on. Fuck's sake. I think I can hear them on the phone.
As we have explained before, when we hear noises and it's very people-like, the first logical explanation is it's people. And so we start to be quiet because it was quite a sinister feel. It always is when people could be entering the building and there's no other way out. So we turn off these lights and suddenly these noises are happening. And we can't decide whether it's people or not, but we decided to go with the fact that it is. Listening out for these noises, it sounded like it was both inside and outside. Like someone had come in, but some had stayed outside. It didn't make much sense.
Where? I need to get out of this fucking room. No, I didn't. I didn't. I think they're in. They've walked under the building. How though? For fuck's sake. They're very quiet. I think they're in the window. They saw the light. It must have done. How though? I thought there were gaps in that window. And we were shouting. Fuck's sake. The REM pod just went off. Where is it? In the hallway, by the bell. What the fuck? There's no one there, is there? Yeah, I can hear them talking. Outside, yeah. Fuck. That's not the REM pod though. That's not good. We need to get our shit in our bags and sort ourselves out. But the fucking REM pod, Joe. I know, but there's people in the building. Fuck, move that REM pod. Fuck's sake. The thing that tied in with this, for me, that made it even more strange than just being people, was potentially Elliot's heard the bell go off in the stairwell. The K2 is going off permanently while it's there. And then the REM pod goes off too. And all of this has happened within a square foot of itself. That makes this potentially like maybe a really haunted stairwell or just somewhere with lots of energy generally. But the fact that all of that adds up together on top of the noises that we could hear starts to make us question whether it's paranormal or actually people. I need more light, Joe. Shit like this is just never fun, is it? You don't know who you're about to bump into. And everything's so fucking paranormal as well, which is insane. Don't fucking rip. I know, that's what I mean. It's so annoying. They must have had the REM pod. I don't know. I'm wondering if they've boarded it up with us in there. You'd hear it. Huh? You'd fucking hear it. You'd hear a drill or a hammer or something. This is not fun. No. Why does this shit always go happen to us? It can't just be a fucking good night, can it?
This noise is still happening.
They've gone though.
Why?
I don't know.
They must have got creeped out. We need to go down.
Let's just go lights on, because it doesn't even matter, does it? Now. Can we go down that way? Or that way?
You can go down either way.
Well,
Or you can go out, depends where you're stood.
what I was trying to get at is what's better.
Well, that way goes straight down to the front door.
They both go straight down.
For fuck's sake. That was some amazing evidence happening.
But they're not in there. Fuck's sake. Oh man. Shh. It's stuck on me.
Wonder what the fuck.
Where did we even come in?
Down there. Through that room. They've gone, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah, that door's not even open. They've not come in at all. So what do we do now?
I would say carry on, but it was the...
I think we just, if I'm honest, my mind is being, people are going to get annoyed, but my mind is taken completely out of the investigation, and now in the mindset that people know we're here and that we need to go. Is there a car holding in?
Yeah. And I heard them playing with the board.
Yeah, they were here.
Yeah.
I thought they were in at one point. So that could potentially mean that people are going to come back. And I don't particularly want to be in that sort of situation where we can't get out and there's people here.
That wasn't fun.
And yeah.
There was a few of them.
Exactly. I feel like our best option is to escape. There's just nobody here. Which just makes it even more weird. Were they actually people? How paranormal is this?
You could hear that clearly on these cameras.
Yeah. I think we've got to go. I know it's going to be the most annoying, frustrating thing in the world for the video's sake. But we can't carry on knowing that there's people here potentially.
Yeah, they'd know that we're in here as well.
Yeah.
You know what that means, don't you?
Orange screen?
It's a shame because we could do a live. But after that...
Yeah, I don't want to risk it.
That was fucked up.
It's a hard thing to risk, isn't it?
Yeah.
How amazing the REM pod going off and stuff.
That was
just insanely cool.
I thought at that point that they was just stood there.
Yeah.
Trying to like listen.
I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to get out of it.
What the fuck, though?
I don't know. Makes me wonder, like, how close we were to people coming in or not. Have we just been over paranoid with this?
That REM pod was going off.
In the same place the bell went off.
Do we just try and get some more answers?
You know what people are saying.
Go back in.
Yeah, what the fuck are you running away for? We have to, don't we? We can't give up on a location like this. No one's in. No one came in. So let's just be ready. I think. Prepared.
Let's not have any equipment out.
Yeah.
Let's call and see.
Hmm.
I'm recording on my mic. Recording on that. Should I go straight into night vision?
Let's go back into a safe place.
Alright, we're going to go for it.
We just know what everyone's saying.
We need to get some answers. We haven't even been down the basement yet.
Yeah, we haven't investigated downstairs at all. I'm going to shut this again because it's so difficult to open that they'd make so much noise opening it. This looks pleasant.
The annoying thing is, there's a chair here we can use to get out.
And a pallet.
Where do we go? Do we go back to where the answers were?
That's the thing, isn't it? The reason we stayed there is because it was so good. That's why I can smell arsenic.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I think this wood is treated with something that we shouldn't be smelling,
Let's go.
if I'm honest.
Don't like that.
No. You remember when we went to the mine tunnels?
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, hold your breath for this section because it's full of arsenic.
Yeah.
It smells like that.
It was up those stairs.
Yeah.
Let's go back up.
What's through there?
Is that room
that's
again?
The door. It's shut.
This is so difficult now. Okay. Thank you so much. If this was all you.
I had a minute to breathe. Sorry we ran off. You know, we were trying to contact you. We felt like people were going to come into the building.
And eat us.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure they weren't going to do that. And I don't think they are. So we're back to talk to you again. We at least want to come up and say goodbye and thank you for what you've done. Was that a pigeon? Was someone talking? Can you say goodbye to us? You know what's going to happen now?
Calm before the storm?
No, I think nothing's now going to happen.
The energy has been disrupted, so to speak.
Yeah. Because it feels different too. Don't you think? It's gone from like, we were really getting somewhere and something was really happening there. And then it's sort of the connection got cut. I don't know. Just how it feels.
No, I know what you mean.
Shit. For fuck's sake.
They're back.
Yeah. Problem is, I don't believe that it's paranormal. I think there's now people. It's the main problem now, isn't it?
Yeah, they're back. Why would they go and come
Well, we have no choice. We have to go then, don't we? If there's actually people, it's just not. You can't do investigation.
Do you know what's weird? Connection feels like it's back again.
Hmm. What's just really weird to me is why would people come up to the building and just leave?
Yeah.
Like that close as well. Because you can't just get that close to this building without really making some sort of effort to get around the shit as well.
Yeah, they've come right up close.
But it's the thing is, if you were just walking around it, you wouldn't make any noise.
Yeah.
You could hear boards and movement within the building.
Mm.
I can hear voices again in the distance. What do we do? Seriously, what do we do? You can't do an investigation in situations like this.
We can't get out apart from that way either.
Hmm.
We're going to go now. If there's a spirit here, we thank you so much for everything that you've done.
Would you allow us to come back again? I didn't mean to cut you up there. I thought you were finished.
Oh. What Joe said. Would you allow us to come back again? It would be our honour. If you don't want us back again, can you make a loud noise or set off the bell again just before we go?
Okay. I can still hear people talking, so I'm not. Let's just get out of here, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Really frustrating. I'd love to investigate downstairs and everything too, but
Let's go very quietly.
yeah, I'm satisfied with what we've captured, though. At least.
Yeah.
So this is about a certain amount of time you should spend around this sort of dust and pigeon shit, anyway.
Shit. Do you hear that?
Knocking. The fireworks.
In the grounds.
Yeah.
They've come to set off fireworks.
We decided then enough is enough. It's obviously people. We go downstairs, and then it's almost like fireworks are going off. To us, it sounded like it was outside, or maybe we wanted to believe it was outside, but on the footage, it really does sound like it came from inside. What's going on? Yeah, I'll just have to... Cool. Let's get the bloody hell out of it. Black screen.